All right, y'all. What's up? What it is? What it do? What is going on? So, I wanted to come on here and talk about something, right? That worked out for me. And mind you, I didn't even have an attitude with the girl, but I felt her energy. Like she had an attitude, and by her body language, and I'm explaining to y'all. So I was over there in my stomping grounds where I moved to before I moved to where I'm at now to go to go to college. So in Atlanta, y'all know Atlanta, Greenbrier Mall, right? So the beauty masters that attached to that's on that side of town, that's by the mall, like close connected to the mall. So I went in there to get some stuff because somebody had told me to try some stuff in my hair. So, when you got the cashier, you wait in the line, but somebody was at the other cashier. But the cashier who was supposed to be turned this way, she was standing right here, like turned around on the cash register like this for a long time. So I just walked up. I wasn't going to be standing in line. So I just walked. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am." I said, "Do y'all offer military discount?" So I saw her long eyelashes. She turned around and rolled her eyes like that, and then turned around. She's like, "Yeah." So I don't know. She had a little attitude. I guess she like, this lady just walked up to here and I ain't called. You know how some people be, but that's just my way of thinking because how she rolled her eyes and had an attitude. And I'm getting to how this worked out for me. So I showed her my military card, right? And I did not know. I didn't even notice because I didn't pay attention because I'm used to just showing my card. And mind you, my card expired in April that I didn't know till after this situation. So the girl just staring at my car for a long time. I'm like, why is she doing that? Because usually other people look at it and they be like, okay. And so I was like, why she looking at my car for a long time? She said, "Oh, your car expired." I said, "What?" And I looked, I said, "Oh," because I just take out the car everywhere I go. Mind you, I just took a picture of the car. I took the picture of the car. I took this picture way in Miami. And I didn't pay attention that it expired because as long as I just looked at the numbers at the bottom and say service connected or what have you not. But I did not have an attitude, but that worked out for me because I gotta go this week coming up to get to get me a new ID, so I could do that when I'm on that part on that part of town when I go over there next week. So I just say all that to say this: don't give nobody an attitude when your back is turned and you supposed to be like facing a certain way and not standing there for a long time. Like, I get it if you're not feeling good, but please don't come rolling your eyes and giving me an attitude. And then, because usually, let me go back in the story. So when I was coming back home from my birthday, mind you, this is in May, and I went to Jekyll Island because I was going to get a year pass. What I thought I was going to get a yearly pass, pay for a yearly pass, and I asked for a discount. And the man was like, "Come on in." So I went on in. It was a nice lady in there. She was like, "You know what?" She said, "You're a veteran." And she looked on my card and she's like, "You see what it says, service connected right there?" Mind you, this is in May. And I didn't even know that my card expired. And the lady looked at it and I kept getting military discount. I had went to Guitar Center, got a military discount down there in Miami. Oh, that's a whole nother story right there. I'm going to tell y'all about that after this. So, and I was like, why is the girl looking at my thing so long? But it worked out for me because to let me know that I just need to go fix it, get a new one. You know what I'm saying? Then, let me tell y'all about Guitar Center since I'm talking about this. So I went to Guitar Center down there in Miami off of the expressway. I think it's in Hollywood or maybe North Miami-ish or Hollywood. It was in Broward. I know it's off the expressway and it's a little corner right there. So the man, we waiting in line, me and this other lady. And then the man go talking about something. "Oh, we only do military discount for active duty." I said, "No, y'all don't." I told him, I said, "No, you don't." I said, because the one up there in Georgia, and I said the other one that I always go to when I stayed in Miami always gave me military discount. So he went to go get the book to look. I'm like, sometimes people, it's just the way. I don't have an attitude. It's just the way people say things and they act like they own, like they the owner of, like they got control. You don't have control of that. And he went to go get his book because I must get an attitude. I said, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because if I would have had an attitude, you know, people love, and I don't care about this, what they say about black women, talking about we always got a nasty attitude and always going off. There are certain reasons why we go off and why we are the way we are, because y'all stereotype every black woman as if we are a monolith, and we are not. The only time you will see me go, and I always speak my mind, because my mom, like I said plenty of times, my mom gave us the space to express ourselves, but in a respectful way. But when you out here in this, like, just going out in community, and you deal with different entities, you deal with different people with different spirits that just don't either want to be working, don't like you due to your skin color. Now down there in Miami, people, you do have a big influx, and this man was Hispanic. You do have a big influx of people who are of Spanish descent, if I'm saying it right, because y'all know y'all be getting offended by any little thing. There's a big population of them down there in Miami that's really racist. You think you dealing with up here in Georgia? To me, so far, it ain't that bad. But in Miami, especially when you go to Hialeah, but this wasn't even much Hialeah, because they moving on up. They moving to Pembroke Pines, they moving to Hollywood, Florida. They moving over there in Aventura, so things like that. And I'm gonna keep it 100. So if you feel the type of way, then you could dislike this. You could dislike this video. But it's just the way how people just have this certain thing about themselves. There are times when I ain't even want to be at work, but you know what I would do when my students come in? Sometimes some of them know. They be like, Miss Gates, you ain't doing too good. You ain't feeling too good today, huh? You ain't, what's up? Somebody be like, what's up, Miss Gates? You all right? You all right? And they could tell. Or some days I be like, Miss Gates is not feeling well today. Miss Gates is not in the mood for any foolishness and stuff like that. And I would tell them. And sometimes I would not be feeling good. And then sometimes there are some students that, and on the other side of the building, they just acting up and nothing is being done. And you can feel the spirit when you walk in the school that all the teachers will be fed up. So other than that, I tell people, listen, I ain't in the mood. We ain't finna do that today. We not gonna do that today, okay? So yeah, that's all I wanted to come on here and say. All this about a military card. So we'll start off with the military card, but also it's a message, all right? I got something else to say too. Matter of fact, I'm putting this up on my YouTube. I got something else to say too. So basically, I was watching Miss Tabitha Brown, because she have a YouTube, and I was just watching the YouTube because she got the Fridays, and I was like, man, since I'm here, let me just watch, because I was just chilling yesterday. I said, okay, I caught it at the right time. So you got people in the comments. I just blocked 2 of them. You got people in the comments. So she had on a shirt. That said, love is love, or something like that. And it had a rainbow on it. So you had this particular person in the comment section talking about, oh, I don't agree with that. Not you doing that. Not basically, just because Miss Tabitha is a Christian lady, or whatever you want to call, like she's very connected with God. So this particular person in the comment section just throwing out scripture, and I'm like, and I said, where are the people with the wrench? Where are the people with the wrench to block these people? So mind you, somebody else came in, and I thought it was talking about me, but they were like, nah, I came talking about what's happening with the looking eyes. He was like, oh, and so the lady explained, because he was like, oh, is the man, who they was, this for Father's Day, is the man, the word. And then I'm looking and reading these people, and I'm like, this don't make no sense. So then she says something about ego, like like her daughter or somebody was explaining something to her, and she was like, oh snap. And then she's like, oh, you right, or whatever. She was talking about a situation with her daughter, so it was connected to this, and she said the word ego. So when she said the word ego, I said, yeah. I said, like these people in the Like these people in these comment section, I say they missing the message. They missing the message of what y'all talking about, but worried about a message on a t-shirt. I said that's ego. That's being judgmental. I said God love everybody. So then man, he gonna type all caps. He gonna type all caps. Talk about something he said to me, Miss Ma'am. And I said, and then the other lady, she gonna tag me with a scripture. So what I said, let me tell y'all what I said. I said, I'm not going, I put in the comments, I'm not going back and forth with any of y'all. I said what I said. So then they was just saying a little thing. Then I put laughing out loud. Then I just blocked them. I said block. Then after I blocked them, I said blocked and blessed. And I'm like, I really don't, I'm not arguing with people. Like you come doing all caps and like you yelling at me. All caps mean you yelling at me, and then something he said slick, and I'm like, you know, I ain't even gonna worry about it. Block. It's like sometimes in the comment section, like people to be too religious, like you throwing out scriptures. I mean, this lady was throwing out scriptures after scripture. Oh, the rainbow symbolizes this and this. The rainbow could symbolize plenty of things. That's what it says in the Bible. But that's only one symbolization of the rainbow. So I'm like, I said sometimes people just do too much. And I grew up in the church, and I grew up with people that do those type of things right there. Oh, that's not of God. That's not of God. God created everybody. Then it's like, no, God don't love everybody. I said, how do you know that? He created everybody. How do you know that? God have given everybody on this earth, from the animals to the insects to everybody, a chance. If he ain't of he or she, whoever y'all think God is, or your God is, then make it make sense. Like, but people particularly in the Christian, Baptist, and that thing, they're very judgmental. And oh no, it's kind of I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Some of y'all act like y'all like the slave master. The slave master that y'all complain about, that's from the past to now, that y'all say, oh, we on a plantation. Y'all acting just like the very people y'all be talking about. If it ain't this way, you're going to hell. It's like how she just throwing them scriptures out. It's like a whip. You know how they use the whip. Well, I don't know how true that is about slavery, but what they pertain it to as them whipping people with the whip. But I don't think all slaves was whipped like that. And I believe every black person was a slave. That's another story within itself. I said all these black people on this earth, I don't think everybody was a slave. That's just my way of thinking. But anyway, I just drove all the way to a whole nother city, different counties, talking about different subjects. But I just, that really just took me to a level of like, a lot of people miss the message because they feel uncomfortable because of what somebody within their community is like loving, but they don't love that because it's indoctrinated. There's a lot of things that I was indoctrinated in, but there was also, I would also look at it like, growing up, I would always look at things different, but I would say it in my mind. And I would change my ways and like, what? That's not right. If this and this and this, because in the church, certain things used to happen. Oh, that's a whole nother story within itself. But I'm gonna be doing a podcast. I'm gonna be hopping back on my podcast about Let's Talk About It. And I'm gonna post this video right now. All right, bye.